travelers, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified for when I post new videos, and let's jump on into it. So recently I have been getting a ton of questions on a lot of platforms about starting a YouTube channel. And a lot of people are curious about it, a lot of people don't know whether they should or not, and a lot of other things. So what I'm going to do in this video is just answer a lot of questions that I've been frequently getting lately, and hopefully I can answer this to the best of my ability. I'm going to help you out with that. So the first question that I get frequently is, should I start a YouTube channel? And honestly, I can't answer that question. You are the only person that knows whether you should start a channel or not. And I know that sounds really stupid, but it's so true. I can't tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you what to do except yourself. So you have to be the one that decides whether you want to start the channel or not. And a big question that I've gotten from pretty much every single person that have asked me about YouTube is, what kind of camera should I use? What kind of camera do I use? And camera quality, etc. So first off, this might sound kind of angry or mean a little bit, and I don't mean for that to be, but I am not the right person to ask about camera quality, because I started out with the camera, not the camera that I'm using now. I started out with a Nikon D5100 and I loved it. It was a great camera to start out with on YouTube, and for me, I always knew that I was going to be doing something with photography, with videography, whatever, because if you ask any of the people that know me personally, they know that I've literally had a camera in my hand since I could hold something in my hand. I've always loved taking pictures, so even if this whole YouTube thing didn't really go anywhere for me and I decided to quit, I knew I would still invest in this camera because I loved doing this as my hobby. So I started out with that. And then I really wanted to upgrade. I really wanted to get better at my photography and videography and to make my YouTube channel a lot better. So this past year, I decided to save up a bunch of money and I bought myself a brand new camera. I bought myself the Canon 70D. And this camera is definitely not inexpensive. It's an expensive camera in my opinion, especially for people at our age. I'm 22, most of my friends around me are around that age, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger. And for me, I personally would not suggest this camera to people that are just starting out or don't really know what they want to do. This camera, like I said, is pretty expensive, and then I got a new lens for Christmas, and this lens just itself is around $500. So my camera is pretty expensive, and I also have a mic on my camera that's $100. So I am not the best person to ask for because this is not an inexpensive setup. To me, this is pretty expensive, but I knew with me investing in it, I would always use it no matter what I was doing, like I said. So I didn't feel too bad about it because I've always wanted to upgrade to a better camera. So my suggestion is to start off with something inexpensive, because you have no idea how many people I've met and have started YouTube that have quit years later, because it's just a lot of pressure. YouTube is a lot of pressure, and I'm gonna get into that whole topic, but my best suggestion is to start off with something inexpensive. Okay, so the next topic is gonna be kind of a broad, really big, in-depth topic, so hang in with me, guys. So, a lot of people see YouTube as this glamorous thing where people get freebies and get money and get all these famous things and etc. very easily. And I'm here to tell you that it is not easy. I've been on YouTube for a while, and I obviously am not famous. I'm not making a lot of money from this, and I just hit 700 subscribers last week. So it's really hard. YouTube is hard. You have to really want this and to continue to do this. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that I've gone on a hiatus here and there for a few months, because sometimes it's really hard. It's like when you get writer's block if you're a writer. Sometimes you don't know what to film about. Sometimes you have no inspiration, and sometimes you're just so freaking busy that you can't sit down and film a video. I was taking 18 and 19-hour semesters these past couple years, and it was really hard for me to step away from my homework, because homework is, you know, the #1 thing in your life when you're a student. So it's really hard. You have to really push yourself to really want to do this, and you also have to teach yourself a ton. So YouTube is very time consuming. You have to be a really good time management person, a time manager, and you also have to learn how to be consistent with your content. I mean, it took me years to figure out what worked for me. So if you're not getting it like right away, don't worry, because you're just beginning. You don't have to get things right away. You still have tons of stuff to learn, tons of mistakes to make, and it's also really hard to put yourself out there, because I'll be honest, I don't think any of my friends watch my videos. I'm like truly being honest. There might be a 1 or 2 that consistently watch my videos, but other than that, Jamie, my boyfriend, is pretty much the only one that consistently watches my videos, and my dad. Sometimes he forgets, but those are pretty much the only people in my life that consistently watch my videos, and it's really hard to get the support and put yourself out there when none of your friends and none of your family members are being very supportive of what you do. What I'm trying to say is that YouTube is really difficult, and it is not for everybody, because there's just a lot of things that you have to learn. There's a lot of things that you have to do. You have to be a really good time manager, and you have to be confident, because you have to be confident enough to put yourself out there to people watching, and you have to be confident where you're not going to give up if someone says something kind of nasty on your videos, because let's be real, everybody gets those nasty comments. So not every single person is going to be able to become this famous YouTuber that makes tons of money. It's just not likely. So if that's what the only thing that you want to get out of this, don't do it, because you're not going into it with the right intention. And I truly think that you need the right intention in order to make a successful channel and to learn more about yourself and all that stuff. So those are my tips. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. If not, then I just rambled for a really long time, so sorry about that, but thanks for watching. And make sure you give this video a big thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. And comment down below if you guys have any other questions about photography, videography, YouTubing, whatever, because although I am not a professional by any means, I know a little bit, so I may be able to answer your question. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, and happy travels!